Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic, and today we are jumping into Anthology Elves. So we got some new elves with Imperious Perfect, we got Elvish Visionary, and we also got Fauna Shaman, which I actually don't have in this deck because I kind of like what I have going with this deck right now. Although Fauna Shaman probably would still be good to like go find our Beast Whisperer or something like that. But what we have here is just basically our Elf Ball deck where we have our Vanquisher's Banner, we have Beast Whisperers. Once we get those on the battlefield, we just start playing tons of elves out onto the battlefield. They get, we start drawing tons of cards. Vanquisher's Banner also just grows all of our elves, but then we have tons of lords in this deck with Imperious Perfect and our Elvish Clan Caller. So 10 things that pump all of our elves. And then we also just have insane elves in this format. Like, there is some pretty broken stuff that we didn't have with the initial Elf Ball deck, like Wildborn Preserver, which with all the mana that you end up making with elves, which I'm actually a little bit light on the mana creation with this deck, just based off the way that I decided to build it. So you could like take out maybe Growth Chamber Guardians or Elvish Visionaries to get some more mana producers, which could also be very good because you get to play more things quicker and you get to just like grow Wildborn Preservers into just massive, creatures. And so there's some really fun stuff you can do with this. Real quick though, I wanted to jump out of the deck real quick. I know a lot of you guys have maybe heard what's happening with the FTC and COPPA, and don't click off or skip ahead real quick because I actually have some really personal position with this, because my brother is actually the one that's meeting with the FTC, with the commissioners, and he's meeting with YouTube. So he has a channel with over 2 million subscribers. He's a lawyer, actually giving advice to YouTube and stuff, and is actually I'm going to put a link to the description below of him explaining COPPA the best way possible that I've seen so far. They actually go into depth. It's like an hour-long video, and I know a lot of you guys have kids. A lot of my viewers have kids, or even kids sometimes do watch this, which is actually really scary for me to admit, because that could also mean that I have violation of any time if my video is getting $42,000 fine for each one if YouTube thinks that they're made for kids. And so there's a lot of scary things that are going on right now with it, and so I'd love to have you guys go down and watch the video. What really matters is that you guys sign a petition. That's the easiest thing to have happen. We're at over 600,000 signatures on that petition, and then also comment to the FTC saying, hey, yo, what you guys have going on here is it's unconstitutionally vague. It is something that will do more harm than good, and it goes against the initial intent of the law. Don't go sending hate mail. That won't help at all. But if you can say those 3 talking points, and again, I'll link you down to the description below, or to the link in the description below for stuff there. The reason why I want to bring that up and why it's really important is because this just really has to be resolved. Like there's just and the way that we actually have more benefit is more people in the know, and it needs to go viral that, hey, this stuff is really bad. Like that's the really only protection for YouTube right now. What will happen to YouTube if this does go into effect is basically YouTube will lose a large chunk of revenue, which will affect how it'll affect everyone, not just kid content creators. Like the fact that my channel, I deem it as family friendly, could get me in violation of this, which is, again, they are wrongfully enforcing that portion of the law, and they're not putting into effect a generalized position, nor is YouTube actually taking that into consideration as well. So it's actually, there's a lot of just frustration going on here. Anyway, let's go ahead and play Magic because that's what you guys came here for. But yeah, do check out the stuff below, and yeah, then come back. Anyway, so what we have here, the biggest thing is that there's just a lot of really good elves. We have Steel Champion, we have Growth Chamber Guardian, which again is card advantage, and that's why I put this in there even over some other cards, because the card advantage that we get even just from this is pretty powerful, and we get a big body on the battlefield. Wildborn Preserver as well, and then we do have Marwyn in here, which I'm actually feeling may not be as powerful as it used to be, but there are times when Marwyn just is insane, and so I've been debating if I should be bringing in like the Fireball in here as well, so that we can actually use something, an X spell, to get into their face with, because that is one of the biggest issues with this, is sometimes just not being able to get past a bunch of blockers or something like that, and so I could maybe find something that gives it creatures trample as well, but overall I think that this deck is pretty solid. I mean, we we fill the board so quickly and we just crush on through so easily that it's a really powerful deck. Our biggest weakness is probably the zombies right now, and then a deck with like million board wipes. But even if they're running like Deafening Clarions, things like that, we can get out of that range fairly easily. As long as things go right. So anyway, this is a fun deck. Let's go ahead and get to gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. All right, up against Moof. Bring it on, Moof. And oh, let's see here. All right, perfect. Anytime that we have Llanowar on turn 1, we keep it. And then Marwyn as well. Butamus. It is risky to not just go for Steel Leaf Champion right away, but I mean, if we can get down Marwyn, get into the Beast Whisperer here, there's a lot of good stuff that can happen. Terramanderer. So they're gonna have Flame Sweep. So the question is, what's more important to get out? Steel Leaf Champion that can just be swinging in 4 turns and win, or Marwyn? I'm gonna go for Marwyn just because I think it's more fun, really. But Steel Leaf Champion probably is the better play there, just for the aggressiveness and whatnot. Let's hope they're stuck on 1 land. Or don't have red mana. That would be great. And this could be mono blue. I've not really seen much of what they're doing for mono blue. Merfolk Trickster. Let's see. I can get out Beast Whisperer, but I could also flash in Wellborn Preserver. Let's go ahead and flash in Wellborn Preserver. We do get counters onto Marwyn this way. We know that we're up against mono blue now, which getting the creatures that we have on board bigger is actually really powerful for that. Tapping doesn't do anything, so yeah, resolve. And another Wellborn Preserver. Man, that would have been great to have. Do I want to flash it out now? I think I do. Just so I don't want it to get countered. Decline. Yeah, pass the turn. All right, so I'm gonna bring in Druid of the Cowl first here because I want my Beast Whisperer to resolve. They could just bounce this as well. All right. Now let's go Beast Whisperer. The card advantage that we get from Beast Whisperer, they have a harder time actually dealing with stuff on the battlefield sometimes with mono blue. They do have Brazen Borrower now, so we'll see. And opponent scoops it up. And yeah, if we resolve Beast Whisperer, like I said, it's really difficult for them to deal with. They do have bounce effects. They should, at least in that deck. But that was solid. All right, up against Jum 6. And I like that avatar. It's actually really cool. From War of the Spark. Ooh, 1 land, lots of expensive things. Got a mulligan this away. Oh, what are the odds? Opponent's going first. We have a draw. If we get to this Incubation Druid, it's actually a pretty insane hand. I got a mulligan. We will keep the Llanowar. And I think drop an Elvish Clankcaller because we can go fetch them anyway. But this, I mean, as long as Llanowar survives, we're in really good shape. And hopefully we find lands along the way. Because then we can just draw cards with Elvish Visionary for mana. We have Druid of the Cowl. So there's a lot of stuff that we have going for us in this hand. Good curve. The Johnny's Pride Mate, ooh, with red. Okay, we've got to go for more ramp now. Pass the turn, no second land. Maybe I should have played Elvish Visionary just to hit that land, but this guarantees that we actually have more mana. Angel of Vitality, okay. There we go, mana. Butamus. Beast Whisperer. Hopefully they don't have too much removal in hand. I know that they're typically going to be playing Conclave Tribunal. They're in red, so I'm not sure if they'll have like Justice Strike or something like that, which works for us. Resplendent Angel. Yep. All right, we have to kind of race here. We have to get big quick. They haven't found ways to gain life really yet. All All right, let's go Elvish Visionary. We need to draw a land here. Pinkstra's Banner is really nice. That's not a land. All right. Should I go Growth Chamber Guardian or Clan Caller? I'm not sure what kind of removal they're going to have. Let's go Clan Caller. No attacks past the turn. Man, we didn't hit a land off of 3 draws. We don't have a ton of lands in the deck. We're only running 20 because we have so many rampers. I'd like to find Wildborn Preservers as well. I guess we do the same thing. Draw a couple cards here. There's a land. Lots of lands now. Let's see, how do we do this? Let's go ahead and play Perfect. Swing here, swing here. We need to get in damage. Down to 13 past the turn. We are going pretty wide here as well. We have another Lord. If we can hit like another Lord here as well, we may be able to swing in with more creatures and just dominate. Alright, gain the life, gets an angel. Yup, yup, yup. Let's see here. We're basically dead next turn. We are dead next turn. So, how much mana do we have? Or how much damage do we have? 4 blockers. So we get in for 3 creatures. I don't think it's enough. Our best hope is maybe to dig for a Wildborn Preserver. Come on, Wildborn Preserver. There it is. So we found a Wildborn Preserver. We have 2 mana available to us. They do have to block, I think, to not be dead. So, I mean, we do get rid of some of their flyers this way. Can we afford not to attack in with our 2 guys here? They kill Elvish Clan Caller. Huh. Sorry, doing my maths here. They can also kill the Perfect, but they can only kill one of them, really, and keep all the blocks. Do we also just survive by swinging in with everything? I think we do. So they block 4 things. We get in for quite a bit of damage. If they... How do we lose here? Sorry, I'm doing the maths. I'm going to swing in with everything. The way that they have to block, I think, is still favorable for us. As long as they lose both Angel of Vitalities, we're good. Can they take everything else? I think we lost. Yeah, I should have held back for the Wildborn Preserver. That I was too greedy there. I didn't actually do my maths. All right, up against Emisizzle. Bring it on, Emisizzle. And yeah, this is a great hand. Anytime we get Llanowar Elves in the opening hand is exactly what we're looking for. Marwyn as well. Phenomenal. So now we need to find ways to draw cards. All right, Llanowar, and also I love Castle Garenbrig for this deck because you get 6 mana for paying 5, basically. But it does help a lot. That extra point of mana. Anyway, it's good. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't have removal. Don't do it. Not that we can really get... We can play out our entire hand, but unless we start getting some card draw, we're in a lot of trouble here. Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. All right, another Marwyn. Llanowar. Let's hope this one survives. Either way, we keep our Llanowar alive. And we get some... We get to make them pretty beefy. Legion's End. Eee, that's good. Alright, Vanquisher's Banner really good for us here on Elf. Gonna get that out right away. As a Lava Coil. Man. We're rusticating. Down to 18. Land and... I am going to play the Perfect. It is... I mean, we can at least put a blocker out for Knight of the Even Legion every turn with this. Black Lance Paragon. Okay, pass the turn. They're going to need to start going for damage now. But we do, I mean, to an extent, have our engine going. Yep, no blocks. Oh man, so much removal. Rakdos has so much removal in this format. And we need to find creatures. There we go. Now we get Beast Whisperer. Oh, come on! We can string together some pretty cool stuff next turn. I didn't have enough mana to use Castle Garenbrig yet. Yeah, so next turn we do. Dreadhorde Butcher. Oh, can we survive? All right, so they pump this up to 5, 8, 9. We'll say no blocks for one turn. Having our Elvish Clan Caller is nice. I mean, the thing is we're going to have to kill Dreadhorde Butcher at some point, and it's going to kill Elvish Clan Caller. So maybe that wasn't the best play. They can bring out, they can still just play out some other stuff here. I think it is best just to get in damage, though. Down to 5. Pretty low. Alright, let's play Beast Whisperer. We have to hit a 2 mana. Oh wait, we do have 3 mana here. Draw a couple cards. Yeah, swing in here. Down to 17. Or sorry, down to 14. Chandra.
Living in a monastery full of firebrands? It's awesome.
Oh man, now we can't ever kill Dreadhorde Butcher. Like, so what happens is all they have to do, I guess they can just get rid of... How do they play this out? All right, so they have a couple options. They can't actually pump Knight of the Even Legion now, so they may just not attack. They can create 2 elementals. They can swing in with everything, and we have to block the 2 3/3s. But that means we can never then kill Dreadhorde Butcher. But it's the only way that we stay alive, so here goes. Down to 1. We also do a lot of damage ourselves here. Do we have enough to get to lethal? I think that we do. I think we actually have enough for lethal here. Let me make sure. Goes onto the battlefield, right? So It's only for creatures if we use Castle Care. I'm wondering if I can play Vanquisher's Banner or not. All right, let's play Perfect. And now I think we have enough anyway. So this is 8 damage, 8. Yeah, we have lethal. We'll go ahead and just play this one now. Just to show a little bit more fun. There we go. Ha! All right. That was cool. All right, up against Unholy Shade. Bring it on, Unholy. And here we go. Keeping this. Yeah, again, anytime with Line of War, especially with a Still Leaf Champion on turn 2. So good. So good. There is just Monodream Stompy deck that would be sweet with just like Still Leaf Champions with the Beast that also needs 1/1s. All right, bring out Still Leaf Champion. Pass the turn. Even if we're up against other Elves, which it probably is, if they don't have blockers for the Still Leaf Champion for a few turns, we'll definitely get ahead. Growth Chamber Guardian's also pretty powerful here. And we do have Finkstra Banner in hand. Hopefully we can get to the mana for it. Ooh. Bulgaria. A lot of life gain. That is annoying. Okay, down to 13. Let's just run out both of these Chamber Guardians. Actually, do we want to hold one back so that we can draw cards off this Finkstra Banner? They do have Legion's End in this, which will also just take it anyway. So let's just run it out. It does give us options for like the one that they block, we can pump. So we'll see here. The Assassin's Trophy, we get a land. This gives us enough mana to actually pump both of these guys now as well. Holding up 3 mana. Let's go Vanquisher's Banner here. If we lose the Growth Chamber Guardians, that's annoying, but I think that we can still manage this. Swinging with Growth Chamber Guardians. The life total is getting low enough. They're probably debating on jumping there. Lots and lots of mana. They have like Fine Finality. That would be awful. I'm not sure really what they're playing in Historic here. If Finale is still good enough. I would say probably it is. Because it works really well with Wild Growth Preserver. And that they kill their stuff with like Command the Dread Horde in hand still. Alright, so play Clan Caller. Swing in, swing in. They don't block, we just win. Yeah, just chumping. Do I want to use them at all? Down to 6. Let's play Llanowar Elves just to draw a card here, and then I'm actually going to hold up. Ooh, Wild War Preserver is really good. Yeah, pass the turn. Just going to pump a Growth Chamber Guardian, get more cards to hand, in case there is a board wipe of some sort here. Well, just Citadel. I mean, their life total is really low, but that can change a lot with their deck. Gain some life. And opponent keeps it up. Woo! Alrighty, that was good. Dude, Elves are rocking it. All right, up against Brenner. Bring on Brenner. And, ooh, yeah. Oh, yep. This looks good. Llanowar, I mean, I'd like to find maybe another, more lands or more mana ramp, but Imperious Perfect by itself, pretty solid here. All right, they are doing the life gain deck. And yeah, we'll just play out the Perfect here. Again, just being able to create a creature works great with Wildborn Preservers as well. We can just pay 1, create a creature, and all of a sudden start pumping up our Wildborn Preserver. Pretty good stuff. Land or something gives us Beast Whisper. Let's play Druid of the Cowl. Pass the turn. We get to just create an elf here. This is the first time I'm really going to be using the Imperious Perfects side of things. It's actually kind of nice. Alright, gain some life. Makes him a 4/4. Yup, yup, yup. Alright, create an elf. Marwyn also pretty sweet here. We are going to just play Beast Whisper out, though. It's just really good. No attacks past the turn. We do need to keep all of this mana available, so they can have like Settle the Wreckage in this deck. There's a lot of things they can have. Gains life, grows both Pride Mates. See, the nice thing is that with our deck, again with the Perfect, we can just create chump blockers all day long. That is totally fine with us. It still gets the ability, so that's cool. We will take 5 and then we'll start chump blocking once it gets even bigger. Do I want to just draw cards here? Alright, let's play Marwyn. Another land. And I think we just create a cheapo chump blocker here to grow Marwyn. Then next turn we just have tons of mana. So yeah, let's just... Do I want to swing in with anything is the question. No, they have a big guy. All right, pass the turn. Prison Realm on what? They ought to be hitting Beast Whisperer, but they will go for the Perfect. Yeah, so we create an elf. Marwyn gets bigger. And then smaller because we lose the ramper. Or the board. Yeah, we are just going to be chump blocking here. Maybe just one of them. We know that they have flyers in this deck, and that's an issue. Okay, no blocks. Take it this turn. Castle Garenbrig. Let's play Vanquisher's Banner on Elf. We may just like flash in these Wildborn Preservers. We have 4 mana right now. Yeah, let's just pass the turn. We have good chump blockers here. Wildborn Preserver is also really good if they do just bring in flyers. But we're just going to flash both of them in so that they may overcommit to this board. Alright, gain some life. Yup, yup, yup. Guys are getting big. Oh, how much life can they gain at instant speed? I don't think any, but we do need to start chump blocking. right, before that happens, we are going to go ahead and draw a couple cards. Decline. We don't have any more mana. Sarah Ascendant, not big enough yet. Whoa, 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 whoa. Undo. All right, here we go. So, Clan Caller. Gonna decline here. Yeah, resolve. Yeah, resolve. I think we're gonna decline on each of these. Just be playing out stuff for now. Another Clan Caller. Yep, resolve. Resolve. Yup, yup, yup. Resolve. Resolve, decline. Resolve, decline. Now Wellborn Preserver. Is it better just to create a really big blocker here? You kind of already have that with Marwyn. All right, swing with Druid of the Cowl. I mean, if they lose Sarah Ascendant, they can maybe just grow their Pride Mates. That's kind of what they're going for here. All right, yeah, just blocks with Hunted Witness. Totally fine. They can't really attack in favorably now, though. Not really. Okay, pacifism. Brings in with the lifelinker. Yeah, we will kill it. Grows her, guys. Okay, Elvish Visionary. Gonna draw some cards. Gonna flood the board pretty well. Yep, there's a perfect as well. Perfect. Decline. Which one is this? Decline. Yeah, we're just going to decline on each of these. Man, that's going to take a lot of time here, though. It is annoying. Perfect. Let's see here. Let's just create a little bit more mana here still. Druid of the Cow's great blockers. I really don't know how they come back from this. I'm not sure if I want to kind of hold on to the Beast Whisperer for now. So the cool thing here is that we can bring in a clan caller and still have mana with Marwyn to then pump up one of these preservers. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and offer up a lot of damage here. We have plenty of blockers that we're not going to die. So I think we do go ahead and see if they want to try to kill this 5/5. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we bring out a clan caller. Okay, we have to make sure we get the right one here. Resolve. Okay, this is the one. Yep. So resolve. Making sure. Yeah. Okay. Take action. Let's just go ahead and pay. Yeah, let's pay 8. All of it. Oh, 0, confirm, and decline. All right, we got rid of one Pride Mate. Booyah. Soul Warden, pretty good play if they can survive a few more turns. And now I think we just swing all in. We could try to dig for more stuff here. Let's... Yeah, bring out another clan caller. They do gain life. If they gain up to 30 life, they actually get to have the Saracen and big enough. So we're just going to decline, and take action on this one for 2. Yep. Okay, swing all in. Yeah, they have to block so many things that's good. Yeah, if we did play more creatures, they could have got Saracen up to a 6/6 with flying. And so it is good that we didn't play too many creatures there. But man, Elves are solid. We had one loss, and it was just because I made some major mistakes. Yeah, so I'm not sure if we would have won that one regardless, because it was a pretty tight spot. Dang, we're in a tight spot. But overall, Anthology Elves, really powerful. This is my favorite build of it right now. I know there's a few other ones out there, but there's some fun stuff you can do with it. You can still go for like Banefire as well. Like you can just go for, creating a ton of ramps that are elves that ramp you up as well. And have a win condition through Banefire as long as you're still drawing cards with Finger's Banner, We Swiss, where you can find it. There's so many fun things you can do with Elves. It is really fun. Imperius Perfect, great for everything. It helps grow your Morrowind. I think Wildwood Preserver, one of my favorite additions to this, and that's kind of the way I'm going, where like that's the X spells that I'm paying for instead of Banefire. But the issue with it is that it can just be chump blocked. So not really sure if that's the best way to go, but it is really fun, especially being able to flash it in. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.